Love, 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 ladies and gentlemen. What a beautiful evening we have. And now I have the pleasure of introducing our master of ceremonies of the evening, the man who put all this together, a clinical psychologist, a best-selling author, a friend, a mentor, and someone who really understands what love is. His best-selling book, Love Types, has helped millions of people all over the world, and now he's here in Brea tonight. Ladies and gentlemen, make some noise for Dr. Alex Avila.
Thank you very much. Hi. Someone likes it out here, I can tell. I'm Dr. Avila. I'm an author, psychologist, and speaker. Every week on my podcast, Love University, I talk about how to love ourselves, others, and a higher nature, how to improve our finances, relationships, and spirituality. And working with a lot of individuals, I've learned one thing, is that people often want what they don't have. Younger people want to be older. Older people want to be younger. Single people want to be married. Married people want to be dead. No, that's not true. Actually, research shows that a happy, compatible marriage can improve your health physically, emotionally, spiritually, can reduce heart disease by 52%, and also increase longevity by 52%. But the key is having a compatible long-term marriage, or hopefully relationship. And that's the ideal. Now, there was a husband and wife that had been married quite a bit, quite a few years, and the husband was driving. He was pulled over by a cop. And the cop says to the man, "Sir, you're speeding. You're going 75 miles an hour in a 65-mile-an-hour zone." And he says, "No, officer, I was only going 55 miles an hour." And his wife says, "Harry, you're going 85. Then the officer says, "Also, sir, you have a broken taillight. I'm going to have to ticket you for that too." And the man says, "I didn't even know I had a broken taillight." And the wife says, "Harry, you've known about that for weeks." Oh my God. And then the officer says, "Sir, I'm going to have to also ticket you for not having your seatbelt on." And I said, "Well, officer, I can explain. When you walked up to the car, I took it off so I can talk to you." And the wife says, "Harry, you never wear your seatbelt." Ugh. Finally, the man, he lost it. He says, "Woman, will you shut up? I'm sick of hearing you talk like that." And the officer was surprised. He says, "Ma'am, does your husband always talk to you like that?" And he says, "No, only when he's drunk." It gets worse, doesn't it? But, also, we've had a tough 2 years, haven't we, with the pandemic and everything? Psychologically, a lot of people have been depressed and anxiety. And actually, therapists have been able to give what's called telehealth, video chats and stuff and therapy, which has been kind of cool. And actually, they even created a mental health hotline where people can call with whatever their problem is and have it answered. So, for example, it answers like this. "Hello, you reached the mental health answering hotline. Please press 1 repeatedly if you're obsessive. Please, if you're multiple personality disorder, please press 1, 2, and 3. If you're paranoid, you don't have to press anything. We know who you are and where you live. And if you're single and lonely, it doesn't matter what button you press, nobody's going to answer." Oh, that's pretty sad, huh? That's terrible. But the advantage is there are a lot of dating apps out there. Anyone tried dating apps before, or those kind of websites? It can be very confusing, right? There's a lot of options. In fact, there's a new one that's called jaildate.com. You can actually date prisoners. And I'm serious. And you can actually they advertise and they serve a lot of benefits to that. First of all, you know where they are at night. If you get locked out of your house, they can help you get in. And you know how long the relationship will last. 10 to 20, 20 to 30, 30 to life. As long as they're in there, right? So we're going to talk about compatibility tonight. I wrote a best-selling book called Love Types on Myers-Briggs personality, how to basically unmask people. Now, I talk about the dating masquerade. You know how you meet someone and you seem very compatible and then the mask comes off and then you're often not compatible for different reasons. I was talking to this woman, one of my clients, and she said she met a guy who was wonderful. He was charming, attractive, and successful, but he had one tiny little flaw. Can anyone guess what that was? Married? Okay. No, that's pretty bad. Totally seen up. That's a bad one too, but no, it wasn't. Well, not quite that. He was short. I guess that could be a problem. No, actually, he was kind of messy. And he would leave some stuff around the house in his bachelor apartment. And she thought to herself, once we live together and get married, he's going to get changed. He's going to get neat and organized. But guess what? He got worse. He left pizza boxes and beer cans all over the house, and it was miserable because she was a very organized kind of person. She was what we call the structured personality type. So based on these issues of personality, I wrote the book called Love Types, based on the Myers-Briggs personality test. You guys may have heard of Carl Jung, the famous psychiatrist, who talks about the archetypes and collective unconscious. He also talked about psychological types, ways in which we're unique in personalities. For example, some people, he noticed, are like turtles. They have a thick shell that covers over them, and they like to get energy from their own thoughts, maybe with a few close friends. He called those introverts. Raise your hands if you're an introvert personality or internal energy. Other people were like rabbits. They were always out there with, socially, and he called those extroverts. In the 40s and 50s, a mother and daughter team named Myers-Briggs created the Myers-Briggs test, which is used for selecting people based on business, military, education, even jury selections. I'm the first to apply it to compatibility and love. So today we're going to learn what I call the 4 magic questions to instantly identify if you're compatible with someone. And by the way, you can also use this in business, marketing, and sales to determine people's personalities to be able to work with them better. So I need your help here, though. First of all, I need a woman here, a female, who is a feeling female. Any emotional ladies out here? Okay, I see one in the back. This lady with the blue. Can you come up here, please? Yes, you. With the blue mask? No, yeah, come on. Give her a hand of applause. All right, come on up. All right. So definitely, by the way, your mask, we're going to talk about that, what that means, your personality types. And what's your name, ma'am? Hi, Samantha, nice to meet you. All right, come on in. Can someone give her a mic over here? I need a gentleman. Okay, is there any gentlemen up here? I was worried about that. All right. Is there nice guys anywhere around this area? Okay. Oh, this guy here? Okay. Gentlemen, come up, sir. Give him a hand of applause for a gentleman. Yes. All right, you. Oh, this guy here? Okay.
Yeah, I'm a guy.
Oh, okay, cool. All right, I like that. All right, so I'm going to teach you guys the 4 magic questions to determine someone's love type, their romantic personality style, so you can determine if you're compatible and build a relationship with them. Question number 1 has to do with whether you're introvert or extrovert, as we were talking. Do you get energy from your own thoughts or from other people? So the question you want to ask is, what do you do for fun in your spare time? Go ahead and ask him that question. What do you do for fun in your spare time? Ask him. Oh, you can bring your mic to your phone.
It's not even, oh yeah, it is on, okay. What do you do for fun on your spare time?
I play music. I'm a drummer.
Okay, so what we're going to find out, and Daniel, can you come on down here, please, for me? Is, are the introvert or extrovert, based on the answers? Okay, what do you think, based on his answer, is he introvert energy or extrovert energy? Well, extrovert, why? Okay, he's a performer, but remember, some performers can be introvert in their personal lives, but the extrovert professionally. What did he say that he does for fun, besides music? No, besides music, what do you do for fun?
Oh, hang out with my buddies.
Okay. So he could be what? What do we call that? Extrovert, right? Social energy. How about her? What would you say? Okay, what do you say you do for fun?
I like going to Disneyland.
By yourself or with Mickey Mouse and stuff?
I have fun by myself too.
Okay, all right. So introverts can actually go by themselves, even to the movie theater. They're kind of comfortable sometimes with their personality. What else do you do for fun? Anything else?
I mean, for fun, I recently taught myself fire eating.
Fire eating, okay, interesting.
Fire eating?
That's like an internal thing, right? You're putting fire in your mouth and all the way,
Yeah,
okay.
no,
They're both extrovert personalities, and that could be a nice combination. Now, the thing about introvert and extroverts is that they're different energy styles. The introvert person likes to think things over, and they also like to spend time with their own energy, maybe stay home, read, write, think, and meditate, or maybe with a few close friends. The extrovert likes to go out and socialize and be out with people. So sometimes you get opposites attract, and that can be an issue sometimes. Because the extrovert says to the introvert, what's wrong with you? You always want to stay home. You're such a couch potato. The introvert says to the extrovert, and how about you? Why do you want to go with all those people? Who do you love more, them or me? Does that sound familiar to some people? Okay. Now, does it happen to you much?
Yes.
Yes, okay. But here's the key thing about this dimension in personality is that a lot of combinations can work if you respect each other's style. But there is one combination that can be very challenging in relationships. Can anyone guess what that combination is? The introvert-extrovert dimension, yes. Ma'am? Okay, tell me more about that. What does that mean?
So I was talking to my best friend right now.
Yes.
She's an introverted extrovert. Now,
Introverted extrovert. Okay.
extroverted introvert.
Aha.
So sometimes it's difficult because when I want to go out and get the energy from other people and I want her to go with me,
Uh-huh.
she wants to stay home and decompress. And when
Okay.
she's the extrovert wanting to go out and get the energy from others,
Right.
I'm the introvert wanting to stay home to decompress.
Okay. It's interesting. Now, this dimension, some people are borderline, meaning that they can be a combination introvert, extrovert. But also there's another factor called shyness that can influence people. Is anyone here shy, by the way? Now, I'm a shy person myself. I wrote a book called The Gift of Shyness that talks about positive sides of being shy. Like, shy people are sensitive and they're reflective and deep thinkers, but they have a self-consciousness. They think people are looking at them and judging them and criticizing them. By the way, how many shy people does it take to change a light bulb? None. They'd rather stay in the dark. Right? You get that? Okay. But you could be actually a shy extrovert, by the way. Shy extroverts are people that are a little shy in the beginning, but once you get comfortable, you can be out with people and socialize a lot. Or you could be a non-shy introvert who is comfortable with people, but once you get a lot of energy out, you got to recharge and go home. Take a nice hot bath or do something to get your energy back. Okay, is that you, my friend? Oh, okay. So you're more of a what? Non-shy introvert?
I'm an introverted extrovert. I don't know.
You got me confused. I know you play music, but okay. So you think you're more of an introvert energy, you think? Is that where you get your...
Like how you said earlier, I feel like I need to go home and recharge and just...
Okay, so see, it's interesting. Now, a lot of performers actually are introverts. Did you guys know that? You know, they extrovert at times and they go crazy and then they go and they got to relax. How about you? Do you get energy from people or by yourself?
I feel like from people mainly.
Okay. When you go to Disneyland, you like to talk to people or do you come with people?
Yeah, I've made friends with strangers, so yeah.
Okay, with the Bugs Bunny or whoever that guy is, or Mickey Mouse and all that, and the cartoon characters. Okay. All right, well, it's kind of cool. All right, so I would say they have a challenge, right? And here's a challenge. The most difficult combination is the female extrovert with the male introvert. Okay, I don't know if you ever had that. They have the most problems in finances, communication, chores, and sex, based on research. Why is that? Because she's the one who talks a lot, right? She kind of orders at the restaurant. He's kind of quiet. He doesn't say much. If she doesn't respect him, she's going to think he's a beg your pardon, man? What did you say? He's a what? A wuss, I guess, or not very manly, kind of weak, you know, or there are worse words than that. We don't want to say it. Right? Are you calling him a wuss? Is that what you're saying?
I said wimp, so I'm like...
Oh, wimp! Okay, wimp, okay. And if he doesn't respect her, she's the we're talking to one, he's going to think she's a... I think I heard the B word, but I don't know. All right. A buddy? Okay, masculine, you know, dominant energy. Okay, but that may not be fair. I mean, they can be strong in their own way or feminine or masculine in their own ways. But the key is, if they respect each other's style, it can work. But it could be a little challenge. Okay, question number 2, and dimension number 2. And you guys, when you took that quiz, you scored either I or E, which is introvert or extrovert. The second one is, are you imaginative or practical, or what we call sensory? N or S. The imaginative person likes to dream, they're creative, imaginative, and find a meaning in life. The practical person is feet on the ground, sensory focused. They like beautiful things in life, fine wine dining, enjoying things, but also they're very practical. Here's a question. What would you do if you won $10 million? Ask him the question.
You just won $10 million. What are you going to do?
Wow, let me think. I would help out my mom, first of all, in Texas, and I would make sure everyone that I know is taken care of, you know, and God, that's a good question. I don't know, I usually think more of helping out other people before I decide to do something for myself. You know, I like to give before I like to me, the satisfaction is giving to somebody. Okay, what would you do with $10 million?
So besides go to Disneyland, everywhere and all the Disneyland.
You wouldn't buy Disneyland? No.
Honestly, like the rest are probably a good amount in like my savings, because you never know what's gonna happen in the future. Mm-hmm. Definitely, like a house, decent
of course,
home,
yeah.
car too as well. But I want to say mostly it's gonna go to my savings and stuff, and whenever I get vacation time from work, then maybe go. But I would want to also bring along like close friends with me, like that.
Of course, yeah.
You know, because everybody deserves a vacation. It feels good and
Exactly.
relaxing. So then I would surprise friends for whatever
yeah.
reason and be like, hey, guess where you're going? You know,
Okay.
That's
All
the
right.
way- that's
so
the
I
way
think I'm
to
getting the
enjoy
picture
life.
here.
That's
Bring your friends to
good, yeah.
Disneyland. Club 35. What was that again? The club.
come on, 33.
Club 33.
33. Okay. All right. 33. Okay. So based on the answers, this is very interesting. You can love type people very quickly in 5 minutes of time. Get to know their true personality, and then you know if you're compatible. So you don't waste a lot of time and energy maybe in a relationship that's not going to work. Now, this is important to mention that you guys are compatible, and actually they are compatible, right? He's practical or sensory, and so is she. 70% of happily married couples are the same or similar, both imaginative or both practical. It has to do with your perspective on life, your values, what's important to you. The imaginative person may like psychology, philosophy, and spirituality, and having a dream and things like that. The practical person is more feet on the ground. They say, show me the money. Show me the reality of what you're doing right now. The imaginative person will say, honey, what's wrong with you? You're such a stick in the mud. You don't have an imagination. Why don't you elevate your aura into higher forms of transformation? And she said, why don't you elevate yourself off that couch and take out the trash or pay the bill or something? Let's take care of daily matters. Okay. So that's an important dimension to be similar, and we're going to talk more about that. So based on that dimension, are they compatible so far? Okay, so extrovert, introvert, that's tricky, but they're both practical, sensory people. That's great. Okay, question number 3. This is the third dimension. Are you a thinker or a feeler? Thinkers are people that make choices based on their logic, their analysis, and what they believe is just, right, and true. Feelers go by their emotions and their feelings and their values. And if something may hurt someone in a relationship, they may not say it. So here's the question you want to ask. What's your favorite movie and why do you like it? Ask it.
What's your favorite movie and why do you like it?
My favorite movie and why I like it. Oh my God. I have so many favorite movies.
You can only choose one.
God. I can't think of it right now.
Yes, you
can I just throw out movie titles?
Just one.
Man. I want to say Pulp Fiction, but it's, one of my favorite movies. Yeah, I like Pulp Fiction. I'm a big Tarantino guy. And what else?
Okay, say that one more time. What's your favorite movie again?
Pulp Fiction, but I don't want to go with that one.
Okay.
I have a lot of other
Okay,
ones.
tell me, why did you like Pulp Fiction?
Just because the creativity of what Quentin Tarantino did with
Creativity.
that
Okay,
story.
ask her the same question.
All right. What's your favorite movie?
So yeah, I've had one since I was a kid, and it's Titanic because it's
Okay. I've seen that a million times too.
Why?
Okay, tell us why you like Titanic.
Because people that are just so different find love, and Rose is willing to make the sacrifice to be with the one that he loves and stuff.
Jack, was that?
Yeah.
What did she say to Jack at the end, or what did Jack say to her? I think.
I'll never let go.
Something. What was that again? Do you remember that line?
I'll never let go, Jack.
Oh, okay. Who said that? Was that you? Amigo, are you a fan of Titanic?
Oh yeah, I've seen it about a million times too.
Oh, really? What did you like? Did you like Titanic?
Yeah, it was a good movie.
What did you like about it?
No, just the story, how poor guy he's determined to find his true love, and he fought for her. He eventually wins her. And
Are you a feeler or a thinker, do you think?
am I a feeler or a thinker?
Yeah.
Oh man, I think I'm a feeler.
Well, the first answer was, what did the first answer sound like to you the first time? Thinker, right? You said something about the plot or something. But then you said about the feeling. Do you go more by your head or your heart in making choices?
More with my heart.
Okay, interesting. How about her answer? Feeler or thinker? Okay. Now, this is a...
Yes, I am.
Wow, okay. Now, this is a cool question because the key to this question is why you like the movie. Because you can say, I really enjoyed Titanic because of the ways people's heads exploded, and it was very realistic, and I liked the plot of it, and the direction was good. So they're what in that sense? Thinker or feeler? So thinking answer to feeling movie. I really loved the last Avengers. I cried when Tony Stark died. The last one, all right, so that could be kind of a sci-fi or logical, but they're emotional, right? Because they talked about the emotional side of it. Now, this is an important dimension. Now, you guys may have heard of John Gray. He wrote a book, Men Are From Mars, Women Are From Venus. He endorsed my book, has been on my show a few times. He talks about women as being from another planet, psychologically. They're more into expressing their emotions. Guys more go in their cave, and they're more problem solvers. But in reality, this dimension is not necessarily about gender, the thinker versus feeler. Although 50% of people are thinkers, 50% of people are feelers, 2/3 of females are feelers, and 2/3 of males are thinkers. But there's a third. 1/3 of males are emotional, feelers, sensitive. By the way, where are the feeling men tonight? The emotional men. One here, okay. They're a couple of them. Maybe they're at home praying somewhere under their bed or something, or we don't know where they are, right? They're doing something, right? Okay. And of course, 1/3 of females are thinkers. But there are stereotypes. People say men who are feelers are maybe not strong, not masculine, and women that are thinkers are overly dominant, perhaps, or not feminine. It's not really true. A woman can be very feminine and logical. A man can be strong, manly, and also emotional. But the key is it's a unique personality style. So you guys are opposites in this case. However, it can work. The key is how you communicate with each other, because this is the feeling versus thinking language. Now, these guys here are what, based on what we've understood them? They're, okay, I get these feelers, right? Kind of emotional. So let's say that you guys get along so well tonight. You may fall in love. And you might get married next door at the Doubletree Hotel. Okay? Right. Okay, I mean, it's a quickie wedding kind of thing, right? But then, oh, that's right, I forgot about that. Disneyland, like nearby, maybe the Brad Disneyland, they just made one like that. And you guys, after 7 years, what do they have? Well, no, let's say that's a little negative. Let's put it more positive. What do they have? Okay, but no. Positively. Okay, positively, what would it be? 7 years, you have a... Okay, this is not a weird audience, but okay, we'll go with it. All right. Okay, a baby, okay. What do people celebrate after a period of time? Anniversary, right? Maybe it could be 7 years, right? Why not? Okay, so let's celebrate your 7-year anniversary.
Yes.
And what's your nationality, by the way? Are you Hispanic or some other culture?
Yeah, Hispanic.
Latina? ¿Habla español? Okay. All right, so let's say she's made something very special for him tonight. She's made some home-baked cookies. We call it galletitas, right? Little galletas.
Yeah, I can make homemade cookies.
Okay, you can make those delicious cookies. All right. So for the anniversary, I want you to get in that oven and start to make some delicious cookies. Okay. So pretend you can make them cook.
Oh shoot, you want me to actually pretend?
Yeah, if you want. I mean, just you can pretend to do it. Okay, so make some cookies. Okay. Now what? Wow, she's good at that. What special ingredient is she putting in those little cookies? What was that again?
I like chocolate chip, okay?
This is a weird audience, I'll tell you that. All right, let's say love. I'll go with love for now. Okay. All right, love. Okay, all right, make the cookies. Okay, did you have some pot cookies, ma'am, tonight? Or no? No? Okay. All right. So, okay, love. What did you say, Daniel? What was that again? Love. Okay. However, there's one problem. Okay, take the cookies out of the oven. Take the cookies out. Hand it to your 7-year man now. Hand it to him.
Wait, I have to wait until they cool down though.
Okay, all right. Cool down. Okay. He's ready for the. All right. One little problem I got to tell you is that they're kind of burnt.
They're kind of burnt?
Yes, they're burnt.
Uh-oh.
What do you say about these burnt cookies?
What am I going to say?
Yeah.
Oh, man, these cookies smell so good. I'm going to eat them all.
Okay, wait a minute. That's not realistic at all, is it? No way.
I appreciate the effort, though, man.
Okay, I appreciate the effort. Okay, that's a little more realistic. Okay, what would you say, sir, about the cookies? Now, what would you say about the... anyone here logical people? Logical folks? Okay, ma'am, what would you say about the burnt cookies that she gave you?
Oh, come off it. Both of us know it.
Okay, what does that mean, actually?
It means don't bother telling me what I already know.
Oh, okay. Okay, what else would a thinking person might say about the cookies? Yeah. Okay, pretend you're a thinker for now. Okay, say that to her.
All right, let's just eat the tops, baby.
Let's eat the tops off of it. What do you say to that? I'll show you some tops. Tell them that. All right. How do you feel now? What do you feel? He just said, let's eat the tops off your cookies.
You love me. You will eat the whole thing.
Oh my gosh. Okay. Now, how is a feeler? By the way, feelers often get together with thinkers. Do you guys know that? Sometimes a female feeler with a male thinker. Sometimes a male feeler with a female thinker. How does she feel right now? Really? How would you feel seriously if someone said that to
just a
you?
little bit.
Like hurt emotionally,
Yeah.
right? Okay.
I made them from scratch, so yeah.
She made them from scratch.
I seriously would appreciate the effort.
Okay, now tell me, you're a feeling guy, maybe, how would you really say it? How would you say it to her in your own words?
How I feel the same.
How would you say to her if she gave you the burnt cookies in real life?
No, I would just say, oh, babe, I appreciate it. I'm going to just be appreciative that she was trying to give and celebrate the anniversary. She did something.
Wow.
I feel great about it.
I've never heard a guy say that before, but
Yeah.
that's cool.
Even if they're burnt, I'm going to enjoy the fact that she did something for me.
Yes, very nice. You know, those cookies are so wonderful, honey. I'm going to give them to all our neighbors so they can enjoy also, because it's so much love. Is he doing okay, by the way, so far? She doing okay? Okay. I think they're a little compatible, right? They're both feelers, right? Both practical, and both, actually, no, you're extrovert, right? And he's introvert. Okay, let's give him a little help here. Daniel, could you come out here for a second? Let's give this gentleman here a little bit of help. And he's doing good so far, but let's make it even better, okay? Come on here. Right, what do feelers enjoy? Don't look, this is a surprise. Okay. Surprise. Okay, no, Daniel, no, you can give it to him. It's her surprise, not his. Okay, give it to him. No, don't, okay, no, but just, yeah. Okay, now you give it to her, I think, right? Okay.
All right.
Okay, go ahead.
All right. Happy anniversary.
You remembered.
Of course I remember. I'm always going to remember that day.
Look at that. Despite the broken cookies, they're both feeling, they're both practical. All right, last question is, are they structured or spontaneous? This is an important one. The spontaneous person likes to go with the flow. They may be a little late sometimes, it's organized, but they're very flexible. Structured person is on time, schedule-oriented. Here's the question. I got 2 tickets to Disneyland, but we got to go tomorrow. It's a work day. Would you go? Ask him that.
I got 2 tickets to Disney. You want to go tomorrow?
Vámonos, let's go.
Wait a minute now. It's a work day. You got to work.
Oh, it's a work day. Ooh,
Yes, a work day.
babe, I got to work. But
So the answer is you can't do it tomorrow. You cannot. Okay, ask her the same question.
all right, I got 2 tickets to Disneyland tomorrow. Are you down or what? Want to go?
But you got to work tomorrow.
I mean, I'm going to be at Disneyland anyways.
I don't know if she works at Disney. I don't know what's going on here. All right, let's say you're not going to Disneyland tomorrow. Let's say it's not Disneyland. Let's say, I don't know, it's a car show or something. He's just taking you somewhere tomorrow, but you got to work. What would you say?
I mean, we can like reschedule, do it a different day.
Reschedule, do it a different day. Okay. Okay, best of that answer, structure or spontaneous for his answer? Structure, right? People are structured. Even if it's a great thing, they want to plan it, schedule. Or how about her answer? Structured or spontaneous? Her answer, structured or spontaneous? For, well, Disneyland, you might. Would you go for Disneyland if you had to work or not?
Yeah, I mean, I'm already there, so.
Okay, no, you're not there. You're not there. Will you stop with that? Okay, you're not there, but would you just go, or if you had to work or not?
Oh, no, I mean, I have to be responsible.
Okay,
and,
she
like,
was
go.
okay. Responsible. Okay, so she is what based on the personality type? Structured. Okay. Now, many times this is very common. You see a structured person with a spontaneous person. It's very common, and you can have a lot of problems in different areas. For example, time. The structured person is always on time. The spontaneous person is often late, right? Who here is structured, by the way? Raise your hands. Okay, schedule-oriented, on time. Who here is spontaneous? You came maybe a little late tonight, whatever, but when you get her, right? So let's say that he is spontaneous, for example, and she is structured. He shows up to her house for a movie date 10 minutes late. What does a structured person say about that?
I have the popcorn ready at least.
Well, are you going to be happy or not too happy?
I mean, if it's only the previews, then it doesn't matter. But if it's the
okay.
actual
Does anyone here
movie,
want to see the
like-
previews? Structured people? You want to be on time to a movie? Yeah.
like to watch previews.
Right, because you want to see the whole thing, right? Spontaneous person says, hey, oh yeah, sir, what about you? Previews? All right, previews, right? But then they show up late and say, honey, well, I mean, don't worry about it, It's just commercials. What's the big deal? Let's get in the car and turn on the music and sing Kumbaya and just relax. Okay, I'll Kumbaya you in your head, right? You're late. Another issue is schedule orientation. So the spontaneous person says, honey, I just called you in sick for a week at work. We're going to Hawaii. What does a structured person say to that? You did what? You are, it's a word you often hear the structured person says to the spontaneous, you are, okay, that's, okay, you are irresponsible. Okay, you hear that a lot. But spontaneous person, you just want to have fun. I mean, you just want to enjoy life and be flexible. So these are a lot of issues that come up. Money also is an issue. Spontaneous people say, buy now, pay later. Structured people knows how much that's going to cost you, that shirt, 19.8 interest rate compounded. The way they raise their kids is different, spontaneous, structured. Also even commitment. Structured people, what we call the J personality, like think of a judge, J, judger, structured. From the very beginning of a relationship, they want to know, where is this headed? Is it just dating? Is it serious? Are we going to get married? Have a family? Spontaneous person is kind of going with the flow. So the structured person says to the spontaneous person, honey, we've been together for 10 years. We got 4 kids. Can we get married? Spontaneous person says, what's the rush? We're just, Now, the other thing is, even in sex, by the way, that structured and spontaneous people are different in sex. Spontaneous people, how do you enjoy lovemaking? Okay, all day long, different ways, different styles, on top of the roof. Right? Anywhere, any place, anytime. Okay. Now, structured people sometimes like to have a schedule, by the way. And actually, there was a man who did a premarital agreement with his soon-to-be wife. You may have heard about this one, where he put a clause about sex in the premarital agreement. Henceforth, after marriage, we shall have sex 3 times a week, Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, between 8 to 10 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And believe it or not, she signed it because she was structured too. They like having their time where they do their chores, put the kids to sleep, and they have their intimacy time. Okay. Would that work for anyone else? No?
That's so weird.
That work for you too? You said? No? No?
No.
Okay, so this will work. Okay. All right. So basically what we have is that they're similar, right? So they're both structured. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to put these together, these 4 letters, these 4 personality styles. So you are, your name, what's your name?
I'm what?
Eric. You're introverted, would you say? Energy?
Yeah.
Right? You're practical. I think you're emotional, and you're structured. You're what we call the caretaker personality. Someone who is a good family person, caring, loving, devoted, very dependable, reliable. If someone leaves their wallet on the floor, you'll pick it up, right? And make sure to get it all back.
For sure.
You're the designated driver kind of person. Does that sound like you? So he's a male caretaker, which is a little bit rare personality type, but it's actually very good for long-term relationships. He will take care of the kids. He will be very loving. Now, your personality is you're very similar, except you're more extrovert. You are the dutiful hostess. You like to entertain people, maybe throw parties and different activities. Also very loyal, family-oriented, dependable, and you love security. So you sound like a security seeker to me. Does that sound right?
Yeah.
You sound like a security seeker too. So you're wearing the wrong mask, by the way. What mask should they be wearing? Okay, actually white. White is security seeker. Okay, so you guys are more traditional, security conscious, and things like that. But I think they're pretty compatible. What do you think, Leon? Are you okay with that? All right, well, let's give them a nice round of applause. Talk to me after this, and we'll see if we can send you guys out to a nice place. Thank you for thank you for coming here. All right, very wonderful. I appreciate it. That's why we do the dating masquerade. We want you guys to meet someone possibly. It could be a friend. It could be more than that. Maybe even a soulmate who matches your inner nature, who you really are. Security seekers often do better with security seekers, knowledge seekers, etc. And I really appreciate you guys coming tonight. I know for some of you guys, it's been a while, right, since you've been out. Some of you guys have been out more than others. And by the way, introverts, some of you guys like staying home, don't you? Nowadays, with the comfort of staying at home and things like that. But it's good to get out of the house, it's good to connect. And I think we're doing that tonight. Where are my feelers here tonight, my emotionals? For you, I pray your heart has been touched tonight with a little bit of love and compassion and maybe understanding, and that you will find, hopefully, that special love in your life. And that your love be deep and your happiness everlasting. Thank you very much, everybody. I'm Dr. Alex Avila.